Paraphrasing is a valuable skill to help build relationships and to invite critical thinking. Effective paraphrasing communicates to others that they have our undivided attention. This ability demands listening at various levels and disregarding any internal thoughts that may be causing distraction. First of all, effective paraphrase eliminates the personal pronouns I and me, as in, what I think I hear you saying is, or it seems to me that you're saying that. Using these first person pronouns shifts the attention from the speaker to the facilitator, which is not the intention. Instead, it is important to use you, such as, so you are noticing that, or this data set seems overwhelming to you. The Thinking Collaborative, the originators of cognitive coaching and adaptive schools, outline 3 effective types of paraphrasing, and I will provide a brief explanation and examples of each. Subsequently, you will access the handout on the Western Kentucky University's Blackboard page for this course and engage in an activity to self-evaluate your understanding of paraphrasing. Ultimately, it is crucial to deliberately practice the 3 types of paraphrasing to incorporate them into your communication toolkit. First, there are paraphrases meant to reflect the speaker's emotion and content. These are called acknowledging or clarifying paraphrases. An example might be if a teacher says, "We give our students so many different assessments throughout the semester to gauge how they would perform on state standardized tests, but all of the different graphs, charts, and analysis, it just makes my head spin." So an acknowledging paraphrase after hearing this might be, "You're overwhelmed by the assessment data and you want to know how to make sense of it." So stating the emotion, "you're overwhelmed," is important for that teacher to feel heard. An organizing paraphrase might be something like, "So on one hand, you're concerned about the number of assessments students are taking, and on the other hand, you want to know what to do with the data." So now we are taking the ideas of the teacher and helping her to compartmentalize. There's 2 thoughts going on there with an organizing paraphrase. Or it might be important to use an abstracting paraphrase, so to lift the level of abstraction. So an abstracting paraphrase might be, "So it's important to you to know how to use the data to impact your instruction." So we're talking about something that the teacher values, that they find important. Now, typically you would choose the type of paraphrase to use based on what was being said. So I was just using an example that a teacher comment and then showing you 3 types of paraphrase that could be a possibility. But if you sense an emotion being shown through verbal and nonverbal cues, choose to acknowledge what you think you hear. Say things like, "You're angry," "You're confused," "You're upset," and then elaborate on what you just heard them say. Label their emotion for them. Many times just naming the emotion causes the emotion itself to lessen, and you've validated their thinking. If you hear quite an array of themes or issues that the teacher is presenting, then choose 2 or 3 and organize them in a paraphrase. You're struggling with 3 main issues, and then state what they are. However, when a lot of details about a situation or situations are being shared, it might be helpful to raise the level of abstraction, to focus on larger concepts, goals, a teacher's values or assumptions. By using stems such as, "So it's important to you that," or "A belief you hold is," or "A goal for you is," and then state what you heard them say. Paraphrasing, along with pausing and questioning, plays an essential role in creating and supporting an environment for thinking.